Hello everyone, this is Charles Harper. You're about to hear a PLR game plan, which is ideas on how you can market and resell the PLR that you already have. And with that, enjoy the game plan. Hi everybody, it's Charles Harper, and we are in episode 3 of session number 1, where we are quantifying our results and going through new marketer workshop. For reference, if you haven't gone through session 1, it's a good idea that you get session 1 and you go all the way through it, where we talk about basically getting all of your goal numbers to the point where you know what you're trying to do on a daily basis. And if you only want to work 5 days, you know what you're trying to get to. And again, as I said in session 1, that's going to be pretty important because you do want to know, how much your time is worth. And even if you're not necessarily, booking at that rate, this will tell you pretty much, hey, you know what, if the activity I'm doing is not worth, this dollar amount, then maybe, that's not something I should be doing. And again, that's a concept I'm borrowing from Dan Kennedy in No BS Time Management, but I think it's a good one. And but in any case, this is episode 3, and I did want to talk about some steps that I've taken toward really working a lot of these things out. And again, some of these things are going to overlap with future sessions, but basically, today I did want to talk about something that I did, and that is really to consolidate the coaching that I do receive. And one of the things I can't remember which session we're going to get to, but it really is trying to determine where I'm going to be focusing on getting my traffic. And I think session number 5, or principle number 5, is mastering one traffic method. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because if you're listening to this, you know that I am a PLR seller, and so. But for the sake of going through this and really giving you insight on how you can use it, most of you are not selling PLR, so I'm actually uh, implementing the principles in moving into my local area to basically sell product. And so the same product that you would be selling as a PLR seller. And so that's why this is relevant for you. Even if you don't take the steps that I do in your niche, you will get insight on things that you can be doing. And so in so doing, one of the things that I have talked about is getting all of the necessary training to get the traffic, to master one traffic method. And so, even though this is kind of early, I do uh, really have to kind of quantify what that's going to mean. And so, I've just about gotten everything I can get on mastering virtual summits, and specifically in my local area. And so I'm gathering all of the books on Kindle. I've started reading through, and I already have a fairly extensive and expensive set of courses that I bought on virtual summits a while back, and just really have not implemented those. So that is my traffic method for implementing and building, the brand in my local area, building a specific brand. And so you don't have to do virtual summits to master your one form of traffic. At this point in for session 1, you just got to kind of quantify how much you're going to be spending. And so if you've got to go get a coach, and you've got to get you've got to get some resources, you've got to go buy some things, you've got to go to some conferences. This is the week where you need to quantify those things. One of my friends is doing fiction writing, and that's going to be her market. And I know personally that she has spent quite a bit by going to conferences this calendar year. And so that's a number that you probably set at the beginning of the year. And so whatever market you're going into, this is the week where you need to quantify some of those numbers. What are you going to need in terms of coaching? What are you going to need in terms of tools? Start quantifying those numbers, get all of them down into what it's going to take and what you're going to need in order to make enough to, cover that, as well as to, generate profit. But this is the week where you get all your numbers together. And that's sort of why I went through all the tools I have. I went through all the memberships I have. I went through all of the things that are going to get me to this one goal. And I'm going to be moving into some paid memberships that I wasn't in prior to. I'm going to be moving out of some paid memberships that I wasn't going to do. I'm not going to get into specifics about that yet, but I've already started getting into some of these paid groups in order to get into my local area. And some of it's a little bit uncomfortable because, again, I've been an online marketer ever since 2009. And that is to say that whichever market you're going to be going into, it's probably going to be a little uncomfortable, and you're probably going to be getting outside of your comfort zone. That's where I really am with this, really outside of my comfort zone. I don't really know a lot of people here in Harrisburg. I do have the meetup group. I do have, some contacts, but I really just don't have a lot of resources here that I am relying on. So just know that, as you go through this process and you start to really try to figure out where you're going and how much you're going to have to be spending, some of this is going to put you in some areas that are probably going to make you uncomfortable. You're probably going to have to take some things out of your budget. You're going to have to put some new things into your budget, and that is what I'm doing. And all of this in preparation for the rest of the 52 weeks that we're going to be doing together. So that's really it for today. And this has probably been a little rambling, but that is really the nature of really trying to nail down getting into a new market and a new niche. Specifically, if you're going to be selling your PLR, and that's what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be selling this as PLR, I don't think. I'm probably going to be selling this as an actual course. I've got a plan in order to do that. We'll be talking about that as time goes on. So with that, thanks very much, everybody. Hope that this has been helpful for you. Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care. Well, we certainly hope that that was helpful for you. To get more tips and training on using PLR and running your online business, go to theplrshow.com and you'll be able to join our daily newsletter. And then please feel to reach out to me and write me and let me know what it is that you want to do, and I'll do the best that I can to help you. And with that, thanks. Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.